I never went even in a way of supporting even my...
No. I'm saying I'm not talking about supporting. Just talk about yourself. Are you interested in being part of this community to learn?
Yeah, I'm interested.
That's all. That's it. Then you can share your experiences. We write it, but I will send you. You can take my phone and then you can send me a WhatsApp message so that I'll send you the link. Because sometimes we all.
Can you send me your WhatsApp number on this number on WhatsApp?
Which number? This one, yeah. Okay, I'll send you on this one.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, so that's all we are saying. Now we are talking about journalists. We are talking about journalism, storytelling, because some of us get into arguments. And imagine I'm in London. I want to be a best representative of Zimbabwe. How do I do it? And Mr. Laxon is back. Mr. Laxon, I got somebody who got pissed off with you. You were laughing. He says, why were you laughing at him? Or you were laughing at what he was saying, that it was actually speaking to what you were. You remember you were laughing when, what's your name? When Dolphin was talking, you were laughing on air.
Okay. Sorry, I lost my. I'm sorry. Well, you see, honestly, it can take a normal person to laugh at when you look at how these things are cropping up. Today we have this, tomorrow we have that, tomorrow we have. You see, you cannot stop laughing because nothing. At the end of the day, they have nothing. They don't have content in whatever they are saying they represent. So when you look at it, maybe he might not have history of what has been happening before. So to him, it's new, and he will have that energy and things, certain things that they initiate can bring change.
Are you confirming that you were laughing at him, or you were loving the content, or you were not loving the content?
No, I wasn't laughing at him, but what he is bringing in is not new. That's why I referred to what the former president said about our comrade Maduku. You see, things just happen today, and tomorrow it's not there. Then the next morning you hear about this hashtag. The next morning Zimbabwe hashtag. The next morning another hashtag. Another hashtag. What is in there? And for that matter, they say they represent Zimbabweans.
No. I'm saying, were you laughing at him, or you said, I've heard it before?
Yeah, these things we have heard them before.
Not
many
we,
of them, yes.
Okay,
I have.
Yeah.
Yes, I have heard them.
He is confirming that he was laughing at you because what you were saying was just a repetition of what has been said before. And there's no solution to repeating the same thing that he already knows.
But like maybe maybe I never heard about it, but what I was just trying to bring you might say the government
but we'll talk about that. Dolphin. Laxon is a member of this initiative.
Yeah.
So let's talk about a subject of laughing or trivializing or
so maybe I might have my own way of thinking.
No, we are saying that we live in the present, Dolphin. We are here
Mr.
now.
Mr. Mawere, can I help him?
No,
Can I help him?
No, you will help him on another show. He's going to join to become a member so that we are organized.
Exactly.
We don't keep on talking about things that will not change the lives of people. We don't keep on aggregating opinions. Even if you are married to your girlfriend, never speak on behalf of your girlfriend. Just speak on your behalf what is on your mind. Don't share things.
Right. I support you. I need to join the thing, and then maybe to family that she's okay. My ideas will even this.
That's right. And
that full of
you won't go far because we want to move forward. So that in you become a better person, have better conversations than speak on behalf of Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is too big. And we are not here as a Zimbabwean group. We have Archie, who is in the United States. When you speak in Shona, he doesn't hear you. Yeah, so we are here on the public to improve the standards of communication, storytelling, so that the world becomes smaller. Technology has allowed us to be connected. But if we are connected to go back where we started, to go back to Zimbabwe, you can take a bus, you can take a plane or a train, go back to Zimbabwe and start fighting for the things you want to fight for. And for me to be in Cape Town, I don't even know who the mayor is. But I drink water in Cape Town. Yeah, so let's be active citizens wherever we are. Yeah, so he will join us so that we move forward, so that we don't keep on repeating the same issue of how disorganized we are, how Jews are organized, how Gentiles are disorganized. When Jews are human beings like you and me, there's nothing that gives them 3 legs and you 2 legs, or 3 eyes to see better than you. So let us organize so that we get the outcomes we need. But the moment we keep on talking about things that we do not change, talking somebody's skin color, it doesn't help you. Talking about Mnangagwa is eating a 3-course meal, 5-course meal, and you are eating nothing. And even if you were to leave government office today, you still be poor. So let's talk about things we can do. If we pay taxes, then we must have a covenant with our people in government. That is not your government, our government. And we must be organized to supervise our own government. But we can't be like dogs barking, each one barking. And we want to be heard. We want structure, we want order. There's only one pope in Rome. There's only one general in an army. But he's still a human being. Can't we learn from that? Yeah. So let whoever the president is, he will never think of you when there's a job to be done. He will think about himself and his people. And those people are like flies. They fly towards power. They don't fly away from power. So human beings, they like powerful people. Once they think you are poor, they run away. They change their number so that you can't get them. So it's a universal problem. Don't worry about it. It's not an African problem. So
I think I've understood it. We just need to try to speak and then we can be heard. Because right now, somebody's saying something there, someone's saying there. I just want them to be scared, okay, they are saying this. So maybe call people or number of people which are talking something which is making sense, something and be representable. So what's up to now the way forward, issue with the arguments to advise whatever is there, even whatever they are running there, if you advise whatever we need.
You can write a letter to the president as a group and say, we the people who live outside the country who are concerned about our country of birth. There's something that is going on. So let us hear each other. Communicate.
Those are later on. The other thing they was giving out the example. If a manager would come back,
But there's somebody with a
you the supervisor. You is a supervisor, maybe for the connection. Good company, you pass out could big. And this guy,
no, you are now speaking again. You are becoming tribal. You are speaking in Shona on a global platform. Why?
Okay, like what I was saying, if I'm a manager and the other guy is a supervisor on the company, I was a friend of mine. If maybe you might have a client to come to the company to invest in our company for the company to grow big, you can be able to come and tell me, no, Brahmin, I've got these certain people and people, they can come and invest our company so our company can grow big. So if you bring those people to me and then I'll discuss with them, if I disagree with our terms and conditions, when they say, no, I can't take them, that's when we can be able to complain to say, no, I bring the clients to the manager and the manager refuses it because of this and this and this. So what must we do? Then to say, okay, I've got a way to resolve the issue of the what you call it, the money issues in our country, and I've got a way to resolve the matters in the company. Well, you never brought even any client before to the company. So it's better for you to bring someone else, and then I can be able to say, I refuse that person you brought to invest. Than say, with the investors, you never even try to represent those investors to your manager or to your boss.
Yeah. So I think let us deal with that and deal with communication so that we are ahead. And if we want to communicate with the world, it is the English people who can be proud that other people like us speak their language. But we are not speaking for them. So language, even a dog communicates when it barks.
Yeah.
But it will be futile for me to go and listen to the dog. Why are you barking? But when we are organized, we are human because we can be organized so that our voice can reach further than what it can alone. When I'm speaking myself and pretend to know the world, then it shows how small I am in my mind, not anyone else. That I don't even know what death is, Dolphin. If somebody dies, I don't know, he's not dead. Yeah, it only becomes death when I know.
Yeah, which is true.
Yeah, if I know you, then it's real. But if I'm drinking dirty water in Cape Town, then I complain about dirty water in Zimbabwe where I am not. What kind of intelligence is that?
There's no such a thing because you're already complaining about somewhere else far from where you are. You're already sitting in a problem.
I step on your toe, then someone in Japan complains.
That doesn't make sense.
But if it doesn't make sense to you, why should we give our time to listen to that nonsense?
That's why I said I agree with you guys in the way you wanted to do things so you can be able to help everyone.
That's why he was laughing at you, that I've heard this. Most of our conversations, 90% of them are talking about things we can't change. Nothing about things we can change. You can change and I can. You can say, I want to be a member yesterday than tomorrow, because organized, if we are organized people, then we can get the last laugh. You know why they say when a general asks a soldier jump, you know what he says, the soldier to a general?
Yeah.
He says, how high?
How high, yeah.
Not why. The moment you say, why must I jump? Why must I go and fight to save you? You are dead yourself.
That's true.
Yeah, we need structure. it doesn't mean that the general is a better human being. It just means we have agreed to regulate ourselves. So the general may pretend to be a better human being. But it is the general who is a prisoner, not you. You are free to die. The general will be protected from death. But you will still die. Yeah. So let us structure ourselves. Those who are Catholics, they know there's a Pope. And that Pope stays in Rome. It leaves the nun, the priest, to deal with the local issues.
Which is true.
Yeah.
Because there's only one Pope. There's only one Pope. There's no two Popes.
There's no two popes. But how many of us want to be president of the same country? That if I don't become a president, nobody should be a president.
That's what I was saying. There's people, most of the people, they are got hungry of power. They only need power. They only care about themselves. Once they've got money and they've got power to put in their pockets and do whatever they want to do, they control everything. Because you might have even a serious dictatorship after even we change the party. So that's mean the same thing which is you have got in our in the country. We might be sitting on the biggest problem than the way we've been. Because if you check, there was the former president, even in Zimbabwe. We changed the former president. We have a president.
Yeah. So I agree. I agree with you, and that's why you are here. We are learning from you. If your mind is shifted on that, then this show has played this part.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Then there are people who are here who call me a dictator because I don't give them an opportunity to speak. But all I'm saying is I'm not God to give you opportunity. Just become a member so that you can also have your own shows under the same platform. I can't be here 24 hours.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
That's true.
But the moment I start converting this into a conversation, arguments, then I will never live here. That's why Jesus ran away from people. Because the same people who were following him, they didn't like him. They wanted to kill him by asking him to feed them. He says, my Father created everything you need to live. You only come into life with nothing. You live with nothing. So do you need to be an expert to know that?
No, you don't.
Yeah, then somebody says, bring me manna, bring me something, bring me a best government. Mawera, I want to be on your show. Why? Yeah. Let's create shows and on a radio platform, only 500 Rand. Can you imagine? 500 Rand if 6,000 of us pay. Then we have people who work for us, who broadcast for us. Than for us to complain about CNN, about this one, about BBC. And yet we have the voices that are not being heard.
Which is true. So I agree with you. I can be in on the thing. So we can move forward to go.
We can move forward together and say, guys, now that we're in, what kind of programming do we want that will bring Archie from America to give up his time? It may be night there, it may be morning, to say, I want to hear this. We didn't call him, we didn't invite him. There's no meat that invites flies.
Yeah, that's true.
There should not be any show that we invite people. People must come on their own. But there must be members. We create countries out of taxpayers. The animal kingdom does not have a government. So why do we need government if we are behaving like animals?
We don't need government because we are behaving like animals. Who's going to listen to somebody else? Because no one wants to listen to someone else.
That's right. Everyone wants to be a general.
No one wanna.
Can you find that the guy who's got a bazooka and an AK rifle becomes a general? It's dangerous. A general carries a pistol to shoot himself or a handkerchief to surrender. So you don't need too much because you are protected by your own people. But if you are protected by people who also want to be generals at the same time, then who is safe? There can never be a president who is safe.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So let us deal with reality that we get the governments we deserve. There is no better government. There's no West government. There are West people who want to use their voice to talk about things they can't change. So thank you very much. This is not just for you. It's for, I'm communicating to other people. That's why they call it radio. I'm broadcasting. So that others can hear. They don't have to ask the same question or to go to the same issues again. Let's stop this, bloated minds which thinks that every issue I must have an answer. There are people who say, what is the next thing for Zimbabwe? I say, I don't know.
Which is true. No one knows what the next thing for that thing.
But I know that if I broadcast, I may reach out to Dolphin. And Dolphin is better for me because he can change his way of thinking. And if you change the way you think, it means other people around you will change. Then we become a bigger community because we are saying, no, not in my name. There's nothing African about being stupid. There's nothing African about being foolish.
Yeah, because you see what's happening right now here. Many people, they might say, okay, we are fighting for people. Which people are you fighting for? Some of the people, we don't even know about that.
That's right.
You're fighting for yourself. You're fighting for yourself, not for people. Because if
which is not, there's nothing wrong. If you like a girl, who do you fight for?
That's the thing.
No, you must fight for yourself, but let us know and be suspicious of anyone who wants my power, who wants me to vote for him, who wants me to like him. I didn't come here to be liked by you. So I don't owe you anything. So the moment I owe you something, I need a vote, then I have to fight for myself because it's me who you trust. But don't expect me to be a genius after you vote for me. Don't expect me to know what you think after voting for me. I'm just human. I only know what I know. I don't have to know you.
How can I know what you think after you vote for me if you never told me what you think?
Even if you tell me which stadium can fit 1 million people.
That's the thing.
Yeah. So it's not possible. Yeah. Imagine somebody, I vote for him, I got 100,000 followers. Then I say, my people. How stupid can I become? How many people are chasing followers? I mean, today I did very well. I had 1,000 followers. Natasha, can you see that? Somebody, imagine flies follow meat. And the meat says, today I'm doing well. Because there are so many flies following me.
Flies following me.
And they are now my flies. They came on their own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nobody forced them to come.
So if nobody forced them to come, Natasha, would you worry about who is following you?
No. Because obviously if they follow me, they believe what I'm doing or what I'm saying is okay for them. It's good for them. So, you know, nobody kept a gun at someone's head and say, you need to follow me or need to follow whoever.
So if you decide to wake up at 5, that's your problem. I'm not there. Whatever you weigh, you decide yourself. Then all of a sudden, I come on air to think for you, Natasha. Do you think it makes sense? Then I see you as white. No. Do you think it makes sense? No. At midnight, we're all black.
In the dark, yes, of course, we're all black.
Yes.
In the dark.
Because we also, you know, that's true what you're saying, because many people, we've got that problem of you want to think for other and say that's what many people are saying. It only made 4 people or 3 people.
3 people.
And then we just follow we do something like in Shona, there's this way to conduct side either. So everyone, if somebody else do something, we just follow that person because we think he knows.
But I hope from now you won't follow somebody who says I'm your president.
That's the thing.
No. I'm saying is you as a person, if somebody says he's your president, just tell him I'm also a president of my affairs.
Yeah, I'm a president of my affairs because there's a lot of things I also manage in my life.
Yeah.
So if you're telling me what to do, you can't tell me, you can't come to my house because you tell me you are my president. Say you must eat pap well. I want to eat rice.
That's right. So
I must eat what I want.
you must eat what, and you are, but not must. You are already eating what you want. If I see you talking and you are not asking for food from me, who am I to tell you how to live your life?
You're nothing. You can't tell me
But don't come to my house and say feed me. Then there's a problem. That's a new contract. Yeah.
When I'm not asking you for something.
That's right. So Archie, we have a problem. I think there was another device. Archie, do you have another device?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you switch off the other device? Okay. So Natasha, what is your thinking? It's unscripted. We have Dolphin, who didn't plan to be on this show, but he's part of this show. Isn't that a cause to celebrate?
Definitely, once again, and this is why yesterday we had the same situation, and it's unforeseen circumstances, and this is it's great. And life is not scripted. In general, life is not. We're not. We have a routine, and we have habits, but it's unscripted. Life in general is unscripted. Like you've previously said in previous shows. When you wake up, you don't know what's going to happen in the next second, in the next minute. And it's always great to have people that are unaware of what the topic is or what we'll be discussing in the day, because I think that's when we see their true value and we actually see who they are. And it shows that they are human. Because if we always scripted, we could just put lots of robots that have been programmed the previous day to speak on behalf of us at the end of the day. So so it's great to see unscripted, and it's like I say, it's real and there's emotion to it, and it's not fake, it's not it's not practiced, it's not it's literally, it's the real truth, it's real.
So did you know Mr. Archie?
No.
Hello?
Yes. No, I don't know her, but yes. So I do you want me to introduce myself? That's what it is.
Archie, what brought you to this show?
No, I mean I was I guess I was kind of looking around, surfing a little bit on the internet. Then I saw that there's this Zimbabwean citizen. I think I saw it a few times, but I kind of follow it briefly. But I see that you guys are trying to establish some type of movement, to start some type of dialogue to make the people of Zimbabwe's life better. And I thought that was a great idea. So, I'm African first before being Ivorian. And now I'm immigrated to the United States. Now I've been living here for 19 years. But anything that concerns Africa for me concerns me. Anything that concerns the humankind concerns me. So that's why I've tried to listen to what you guys have to offer, and whatever idea I may have. I mean, for me, I'm a guy. I'm a criminalist. I work in the criminal justice system. My interest, it's everything that concerns prisoners and juvenile delinquents and those kind of thing. That's my area of interest, and I'm trying to do the best I can to help prison all over Africa. I started with the Ivory Coast first because that's where I'm from originally. So I think the most important thing is to know one person cannot solve all the problem at one time. As an African citizen, African people, if you will, we have to look at what we are good at, where can we intervene, which area can we intervene to make people's life better in that specific area. To be able to do that, we also have to communicate with the people around us, so you can form a team. But most importantly, everything for me have to start, as you indicated earlier, with some type of order, some type of organization. You can't do things, nothing will work if there's no structure. We have to be structured. We have to have Dr. Martin Luther King used to say, you have to have our eyes on the prize. You have to have a focus. And once you have a focus, you can have a structure.
then you have the people that you need to attain to reach those goals. And that's the spirit in which I believe we should work as African to help each other to make our people's life better.
So I just wanted to take you to that point. You say you are African. What makes you African?
What makes me African? I don't think it has anything to do with the skin of my color, but because I'm African, because number one, I was born in Africa. Number two, I received a deep African education, and my African belief, the belief that how can I say that my culture, it's African beliefs.
You are saying something fundamental that I believe we need to have a conversation around identity.
Absolutely.
Who am I?
That's a very. And I believe.
And the lady that, do you see the lady there?
Yes, I do.
Who is she? What identity is she?
I don't know her. I don't know her because
you don't have to know yet.
No, because I think for me, I would make a mistake if I'm trying to characterize.
If you see a lion, do you have to?
No, what I see a female who's white, but that doesn't make her. Appearance can be very misleading.
Can we agree that she doesn't look like you?
Absolutely.
But she
Absolutely.
also looks like you.
Yes, maybe because if you share the same culture, yes.
No, she's got two eyes.
Oh. Yeah, she belongs to the human race. Yes, I have to concede that point. Yes, she does belong to the human race. Yes.
Okay, so she belongs to the human race.
Yes.
And she's got 24 hours in a day.
Okay. Yes.
There is no right allocation of time.
That is true.
She's got two hands. You don't have to have two hands to be human.
Do you need two hands to be a human?
No, you don't.
No, you don't, because there's people who are born without hands.
That's
and
right.
they still can have a productive life.
Who can see?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So in the world of a blind person, who is she?
She's a human being.
Yeah. But you have just said the creator made a mistake. He created Africans. He created non-Africans. He didn't create a human being.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not a scientist, but I'm sure some science people probably can explain better what happened, what make some people white, what makes some people black. Maybe you can go down to
we are indivisible.
Okay.
A human being, you are you.
Yes, and because that's why you are all individuals. You are all unique in our being. That's true.
But you want to join an African community, and I'm saying there is nothing called an African community. If you think you have the power to reason, you have the power of free will, you can belong anyway.
That is true. You can belong anywhere, but yeah, go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
So that is the purpose of this show.
Okay.
Train people to respect the creator who created human beings, not a monkey. If somebody called me a monkey, it is not me who should be fighting him. It is him who should go to the hospital, to a psychiatrist, to say, do you know what a monkey looks like?
That's very interesting. A very interesting way of looking at things, and it's in a sense very provocative, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
That's
and
why to say every morning when you see Natasha, she's not white, she's not black. If she says something foolish, it is Natasha who has said it, not all white people.
That is true, but at the same time, we cannot be divorced from our reality, what our culture and society has taught us. It doesn't. I'm not going to make any kind of assumption because she's white, but the truth is she is white. That's.
I don't know. Stevie Wonder may say, I don't think she's white.
That would be against everything I've learned. If I deny that reality.
How would a blind person know she's white? You touch it and see there's a nose, there's ears.
I mean, you're making some very laudable points. But I guess my counter argument is, I'm now blind and I can see, But I understand that you want me to be not to see colors. I understand that. I don't want to see the color. I understand that.
I'm saying that you are choosing to divide people by color yourself, not me. It's an individual choice.
Okay, that's something to think about.
Yeah, if as a result of this show, you just called the Natasha, the coca, that's fine. There are many Natashas in the world, not here alone. So it is the choices that we make that divide us.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point.
Then we create countries, we create divisions. We build walls, not bridges. Because in us, there's a belief that God made a mistake, that He should have created a world of black people only. An apple should always be green. But an apple can have different skins. A potato has different skins. And inside too. Someone called it sweet potato, another called it a potato.
Okay.
But they're all potatoes.
Very good point.
They come from the same family of potatoes.
Okay.
So we come from the same family of human beings.
Yep, you are all cut from the same cloth, that's for sure.
So all lives matter. The moment I make your life don't matter and you are a human being, it is a problem for everybody, not for one person.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So this is what we are talking about.
Yes, I can. To Natasha's early point, this is totally caught me, off guard. If I had the opportunity to know what I was going to talk about, I would probably be better prepared. So I guess I provided you the true answer. What I really feel, although I may not have any kind of assumption about who she is, but still what I see shouldn't be what I should see, I guess, if I follow you. Okay.
No, just use your eyes to see what you want to see.
Absolutely.
Yeah, don't see more than what you are entitled to see.
Okay.
Don't be the reason why we are divided.
A part of it, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because the Creator never wanted me to have black blood, but blood.
That's a huge paradigm shift for me. But I'm ready to take that challenge. It's a way different way of thinking, I guess, for me. But
So
I see your point, and your point is well taken.
yeah. So you have a kidney. Celebrate it, but don't celebrate a kidney. Because it doesn't.
That's true.
So how many of us celebrate nothing?
Don't know. You know, I mean, yeah. This is interesting. That's for sure. I believe. Yeah, there you go. Natasha, I'm listening. Go ahead.
I just want to say, Matum was someone that he enjoys taking people off guard and leaving us speechless. He's done it to many of us, but it's just great because, like once again, I say it what makes us human, that we shows that we don't know everything, we don't know every answer out there, and it's the world and our lives and other people's lives and situations and problems are things that we explore, and we have to explore because that's how we learn from them and that's how we grow from them. And I think at the end of the day, situations like this, life puts us in these uncomfortable situations for a reason. And that is for us to grow as a person, grow from inside and from intelligence and from emotional side and from a mental side. And yeah, so, I love uncomfortable situations because, I learned so much from them. It's something that I'm a person that's passionate about research. So when I am faced with a uncomfortable situation or a situation that I did not expect to hit me, I literally research every piece of Google I can find so that I could understand what are we, when we started off with the journalism topic this week, I myself didn't know much about it because, to me, a journalist was just someone that wrote in the newspaper or read the news. But now the insights that I've gathered from other people, from the public, and from people in that profession has literally broadened my view of what a journalist actually is and what's the meaning of journalism. And it's like I said, it's because we are being put in these uncomfortable situations and these unforeseen circumstances that we learn from them. And I think we need to embrace these kind of situations because a lot of people run away from them. And, it's going to face you every time. It's going to face you. The universe has got its way of turning, and it gives you that same situation over and over and over again until you've overcome that situation, because you cannot grow if you cannot overcome that hurdle. You cannot move forward if something is in front of you. Until you've got over that step or you've got over that hurdle, you cannot move forward. So I actually enjoy these uncomfortable situations. These topics are actually it's funny that the comments that come from these topics are it's something to read while you talk and get these random comments coming up. But like I said, it's these situations that make us grow, and I think people need to embrace them. People need to embrace these uncomfortable situations.
So that's so as we wind up the show, somebody says, "Are you married?" Asking for Natasha. Imagine we are talking about identity politics, and somebody already thinks of marriage.
Sabina, we had her on the show. I think it was yesterday. It's uncomfortable. It's it's unforeseen. It's random, but it makes the day.
Ashes just said he came here by accident.
Yes, I did, and I'm staying by accident as well.
So he is chosen to extend his time, and hopefully he will join us to build this family of people who share the same understanding of issues. Who am I? If I see a lion in Cote d'Ivoire and the lion goes to Ghana, what does it become?
He's still a lion.
Mm.
And yet a human being carries this identity of blackness. And we create it every day on our airwaves, how different we are. How racist we are.
But I believe our differences make us the same, though.
That's right.
I don't know.
But
I don't know if that
us
makes sense.
strong. It makes us stronger. Imagine you are in an island of yourself and you call yourself African. You call yourself handsome, intelligent. What do those terms mean when you are alone? Why don't you allow others to judge you?
That is that's a good point. That's a very good point.
So if I'm good at what I do, then Archie is an example of saying, let me stop to hear what these people are saying. And if you're just looking for our faces, you'd have gone already. Because you can't stay more than 1 minute admiring a person.
I think some people do. You know, you got like stalkers and those random people sitting in the coffee shop looking at you while you're drinking your coffee.
No, you don't call them human beings, you call them stalkers.
Or those random ladies sitting in a corner and just watching you while you're drinking your coffee or something.
That's vanilla ice cream. You can add chocolate sauce, then it becomes a stalker who is also a human being. But that's the choice to stalk.
It depends.
All right, so let's hear the depending.
Oh, no. I mean, I don't want to get any deeper to that, but I mean, stalking. I mean, I have the experience of working with a whole bunch of sex offenders. Sometimes can be a deep psychological or trauma that those people have suffered that kind of
But that's not
have some type of impact on them. Yes, go ahead. So it's not necessarily a choice.
No, that's not the factory setting.
I'm sorry?
That's not a factory setting of humanity. When we end a life, I can't end a life at 1 year old, I'm stalking you.
Oh, I mean, again, the point I was trying to make is, based on what you indicated, it was that, you know, that it's their choice to be a stalker or not. What I was trying to, my rebuttal is that it's not always necessarily a choice. It can be a result of a trauma that somebody else has suffered.
No, I'm saying
based on my experience.
Yeah, no, that still is an extension of a human being.
Absolutely.
But first, you must be. I've never seen a baboon stalking.
I mean, I never live with those creatures, so I cannot attest to that.
I've never seen a dog stalking.
I don't know. I see the dog following a whole bunch of female dogs around, so I don't know. I don't know if that's called stalking or not.
That's called opportunity seeking. But apart from that, stalking is a human trait.
Yeah, it's I mean, in the U.S., stalking is a crime. So I don't know. I don't know in Zimbabwe, but in the U.S., stalking is a crime.
Everywhere, because you are infringing on my rights.
Mm.
Okay. I mean, maybe in some culture, it may be tolerated. I don't know. I'm just speaking to what I know.
But stay in your lane. You arrive to death on your own.
That's true.
Yeah. So finally, 1873. That's the name of this station.
1873. Okay.
You know what it stands for?
1873.
Yeah.
No top of mind. No. Maybe I need something.
In the beginning, I thought it was someone very old's birth date. you know, like they were born in. I was like, what? I was like, my 2 months from that old. Can't be.
Yeah.
Man, my history lesson. I need to go grab my old history book or something. But
Still get them in
No,
the
it's all to do
just
with
dust it off.
logic, common sense, and reason. So 1 plus 8, Archie.
1 plus 8 is 9. 9 is 0. 3 plus 7 plus 3. That's 10. 10 is 1.
Yeah.
So, but
So
is it
10
1?
is 1. Yeah. So it's the power of 1.
Power 1. Yes. I got something right, I guess. I got a partial answer.
That's right.
That's really good. That's very creative. I like
So
it.
you are you.
Yes, I
Another
am.
African.
That's okay. I'm not African. I'm me.
You are
I'm a
you.
human being. I belong to the human race.
That's right. If you are stupid, it doesn't mean all other people who look like you are stupid.
I agree.
You know, I just want to add something. It is so true that, I was in Istanbul in February, and I was actually sitting next to a Russian gentleman, and he asked me, is South Africa really like that black? And I'm like, no, I come from South Africa. I'm not that. It's like they kind of have this perception of Africa being, a black continent, which it's not, because there's so many mix of races in South Africa and Africa in general. And I was like so shocked, and I was like, no, dude, I'm actually from South Africa. You can see my badge says South Africa. Why would I? I didn't like put extra makeup on this morning to look a different color. Put on a wig. I am from South Africa. It was really shocking. I was shocked. And the questions that come from these people.
Natasha, where is wrong? She calls South Africa. Who are you? I'm South African. Then I tell you can't be South African because I'm a little god who says your great-great-grandfathers left Europe. And why did they leave Europe? Why can't they go back? Then I say, Archie, come back to Africa. He says, no, I'm looking at the criminal justice system in America. What are you doing there? Then the founding fathers of America. Are you a lawyer, Archie?
No, I'm not a lawyer. I'm one step below the lawyer, but I work with a superior court. I work with the courts, with the judges.
So when the founding fathers wrote these words, we hold this truth to be self-evident.
Evidence.
That all men are created equal and endowed by the Creator, not by men, not by government, with certain unalienable rights.
Right.
Among these are life, liberty, and
the pursuit of happiness.
What did they mean if I am an African? So it means it's not self-evident truth.
Wow. There's a heavy weight of truth into that.
Yeah. So those people who wrote that Declaration of Independence had to deal with identity. Who am I? Am I German? Am I Greek? Am I English? For them to build one nation based on shared values that we all are equal. They had to deal with that question. And we are beneficiaries of other people's thought processes. Yet we refused every day since 1776.
Yep.
And those who wrote those words were not original thinkers. They borrowed from John Locke, from Aristotle, from Plato, from wise men, even George Mason. They all were smart people. But how many of us have declared independence without understanding what independence is?
Wow. To tell you the truth, I am delighted to have found this network, I would call it, by accident. And I promise you, I'm gonna be staying. The only thing is our time difference a little bit. Right now it's almost 2 o'clock a.m. here in the States. So but yeah, as much as I can, I would be able to follow you guys. I don't know, is it sometime recorded or not?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's on Facebook.
Okay. Yeah,
On
because
YouTube as well. I think I saw it on YouTube yesterday, and then obviously all the other social media, LinkedIn, and I've got this other one that looks like a GPS kind of a situation, but I'm not sure what it is. But there's a couple of platforms that they do run. If you just search if you go on their website, all the videos are recorded there as well. So
okay, what is your website?
I think it's I think it's www.
Okay.
I think it's the. I'll check for you now.
yeah. Also, I'll put my number there so you can send me your WhatsApp.
Okay, absolutely.
So I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh yes, this is very educational.
It gets interesting. There are days, it really gets interesting, and there are days where there's like arguments, full blown, which is so cool because it kind of like it gets kind of heated, but the stuff that comes out there because a lot of people hide behind being nice. But as soon as they get put in the uncomfortable situation of an argument, the real them comes out, which is, which really is a good thing, I guess, at times. But yeah, it really, this is a show that you need to be part of. And, I actually want to add to this is that Archie wasn't sure what he was getting himself into today. So he just took a leap of faith. And this is a good lesson for everybody out there. You must just take that leap of faith, come onto the show, and let's, have a nice time with us. Come have a chat with us, have a debate with us. This platform is not made for people to criticize one another. It's just a thing that we can bounce ideas of one another, and share our stories. This is what this platform is about. And there are many comments that come in, and you kind of take them lightly. You cannot be offended by what people are saying out there about you, because it's their opinion. And if you're going to be affected by their opinion, once again, it's your choice. But like I said, people need to be like Archie. We need to make him as an example. Just come on the show, take that leap of faith, and enjoy a morning with us. Because the purpose of the show is a virtual coffee, is to come sit with us, have a coffee virtually, and come share your story.
Yes, I do not regret. I'm very, very happy to have met you guys, and hopefully you guys keep up the good work. And I'm gonna try to be sure I'm one of your audience as much as I can. Again, because of the time difference, I may not be always able to follow you guys, but certainly I'm gonna always listen to it maybe after hours, before afterward. Because right now it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try to catch some sleep before tomorrow morning. I have a couple teleconferences because of COVID, you're working from home, so I have to be able to get up and try to do some work tomorrow. So thank you so much, sir, and thank you again, Natasha. It was my pleasure, and please keep up the good work. This is a great platform.
Thanks for joining us today.
Okay. All right. You guys take care.
Okay, thanks.
All right. God bless. Bye-bye now.
All right. And finally, Lakson, what is your view of today's show?
It was quite a great learning platform for me. I learned a lot.
Okay, that's good. And Natasha?
Yeah, unfortunately, I came in the show a few minutes late. Unfortunately, I had some personal issues. I had to take a personal phone call quickly. But, what I've managed to get together is that it doesn't matter what color you are, or what your background is, or how much money you've got in the bank, or what your family is from, or etc. We all, at the end of the day, are human beings, and we all were created on earth for the same reason. And that, people are blinded by color, and they are blinded by money, and they are blinded by valuables and materialistic things. But at the end of the day, the truth and the most important thing in life is to accept one another as human, accept one another as my brother, my sister, my friend, as a family. As soon as we start doing that, great things will happen for all of us out there. If we could just move as one unit, and we can move as one person, all as one human, we can really, really, really make great things happen in the world, especially during a time as just COVID. We've got so many people who, I've heard so many things about COVID as an illness that was brought by the white people, and it literally spinning out of control, which is not the truth. It's because people are blinded by what other people are telling them out there. And that is the issue with people out there. We need to, stand together as one person, because it doesn't matter where COVID came from. As long as we stand as one together, we can beat a situation like this. And it doesn't matter who you are. We're not saying hold hands, but we need to start accepting each other as human beings, and not by our color or our money or by what we have and what's in our bank accounts. That's from my side. Thank you so much, Mtumwa.
Thank you very much. So, thank you if you are watching or listening out there. It's always good to advance knowledge, share understanding. At the end of the day, it is us who make things possible. The voices of today can have legs if you give them legs. When you listen to this and you find something of value, share it, be generous. That's why social media exists. What is on your mind, not what is on their mind. It is your mind which decides what to do. Take the link, share it as widely as you can without expecting anything, without expecting any change, because you are the change. You are out there trying to do something. When we say, let's get more organized, it means we just mean ourselves. We can be more organized. And what does organization bring? It reduces guesswork. So I'm here. This number, as you see on the wall, is 13192060130. Hey, hi there. How are you doing? I'm Charlene Chikomo right here. I'm a transformational speaker. Can you host me on your page one day? Fine, and you certainly. Thank you very much. How can we go about it? Tell me about you. Oh, great. Do you mind if I start showing you one of my videos that you get to see me in action? But yes, I'm Charlene, President Chikomo, well known as the Juice of Africa. I'm a 21-year-old and the founder of a youth-led organization called the Juice Leadership Initiative, a platform where young people can discover, develop, and unleash their potential. I am an author, motivational speaker, preacher, and mentor. I want to share more on the leadership crisis in Africa. No problem. We can make a nice post, advertise it, and just do a nice talk on leadership in Africa. One of my videos right here about on that account at Charlene Chikomo, you can see many of them. That's all she's looking for, just to be heard. She's got the potential in her, but sometimes feels doesn't have the legs to get as far as where she wants to get. Instead of being my platform, why can't it be our platform? So that together we convert connections to communities and we build this community one brick, one individual at a time. It is us who choose not to press that link button, who choose not to share these conversations that are real. There are two people who don't know each other, but perhaps Charlene just seen me on this platform and she has been inspired, provoked to reach out. But if we were organized, it means she doesn't have to reach out to me. She can reach to the people we pay so that they can do this for us. Isn't that a cause for us to say, let's do things differently? Let us belong so that others may be given legs, so that others may have ears that their own 2 ears can't absorb. So it is us who make that choice daily by saying, I'll do it tomorrow, when somebody has got the potential that remains to be untapped. And we are saying, no, I want to be on the show, as if that show does not cost time and money. Because while you're here, you can't be somewhere else. We are arresting people on these Facebook shows. So aren't you tired just of wanting to be on Mawere's show when there's 24 hours for you to accommodate yourself in a structured arrangement, in a government of shows, so that you are part of the government, not the voice of the government? Thank you very much.